Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people and huge welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Absolutely fabulous. Okay, what I'm going to have a look at today is the Orbs of Israel. If I glance down, it's because my notes are here, but literally I've got about this much worth of scribbled notes because I really want to see where the boys are going to take us. So they're known as the Orbs of Israel, but what these orbs or spheres are, limestone spheres that 3D mapping have shown to be deliberately man-made, so deliberately hewn out of sandstone into these balls. They can be found all over East Africa, the Middle East, and up into Europe. Now, these limestone spheres, the Orbs of Israel, have been called because these are the ones that have been the Israel discovery, are the ones that have been researched the most, have dated, appeared to be from anything from 2.5 million, 2.5. I've put million years ago. Were humanity around that long ago? Right through to the tens of thousands of years ago. So they go way back. Um, yeah, before modern man. Now, as I was writing this down, these notes, literally that's all I've written down, I got a real hit that these spheres were teaching of stone napping. So they're all from the Stone Age, and very, very, very early Stone Age, very early migration out of North Africa up into the Middle East and spreading there out. But I really got, and I've actually asterisked it, it felt like these were where the young people were taught to flint knap stone without actually using stone, where they were taught techniques. But we'll see where the cards take us. So I'm using my Lightseer's Tarot, which is what I like to use for these sorts of readings, and I might use my intuitive cards if I feel a need to. But guys, what is behind these limestone spheres that have been found in the thousands, all over, wherever there was remnants of man, but going back to basically the end of I'm going to say the end of the Stone Age, but the end of the Stone Age was sooner than tens of thousands of years ago. So let's see what the cards can tell us and whether I pick anything else up. So, guys, what was the reason? What were the energies behind these deliberately carved limestone spheres? What were they basically? What's the energy behind them? What's the energy behind them? Okay, let's have a look. Signifier card out, Three of Cups. Emotional sharing, working together, coming to I'm really just feeling it's a coming together. And it's also, okay, thank you. On to the fact that it's the purple, which is the spiritual third eye colour, but it's almost spiritual coming together is what I'm getting there. The teaching, okay, the youth, inspiring the youth with new ideas, but also means of communication. But I'm just really getting, it was so I'm not getting the Page of Swords, which is the teaching card, and I haven't got the Three of Pentacles, the carving, or the Eight of Pentacles, the apprentice, but it's very much a youthful uh, uh, planning, passion, energy here. Okay, behind the scenes, yeah. The World card, which is about a significant ending of a chapter and a beginning of a new chapter, stepping through the door into the new beginning. And the Ten of Pentacles, which is very much about community, stability, coming together, intergenerational. So I'm really feeling that this is information being passed from one generation to another. Abilities being passed from one generation to another. Let's see where it goes. Okay, out of the the World card, we've got the Moon card, which is the secret is hidden. The meaning, what I'm really getting is the meaning is hidden. It's not yet been brought to the surface and exposed to the light. But let's see where this goes. Again, we've got another 10. It's about cycles ending and new cycles beginning, families, emotions. Okay, thank you. I just had an image of a very young person presenting one of them as a, like when you're got a kid at primary school or kindergarten and they bring home a a macaroni necklace or something or whatever, and they're so proud of it, and they present it to you, and you've got to hang it on the fridge. It has that feel about it. So I'm really feeling it's feeling like it's gifted, but it's the kid, the youngster's really proud of what they achieved. I'm really feeling that this is part of passing knowledge on from one generation to another. The karma hanging over. Look, the three major arcanas in a row here. Actions having consequences, bringing about balance, but also liking what they see in the reflection, but also reflecting the action and having the consequence of okay, thank you. I've been drawn to the fact that it's a sword that she's pulling out here. Sword is knowledge, wisdom, education. It is passing, reflecting the knowledge on. Okay, and yeah, the knowledge and wisdom moving forward. What we've got here, the Eight of Swords. Okay, thank you. I'm really the word, the sentence I got when I put this card down was improving on past generations is what I got. We've got here in the mirror restricted, but outside the mirror unrestricted, and I'm just feeling it's sort of a untying of the restriction as it's passed on from generation to generation. Yes, this is how you did it. Now we're improving on it. Yeah, the idea being shared widely, the message being shared widely, the Knight of Cups, an offer being made. Again, I get that feeling, real feeling of presenting it, the offer being put out there. Oh, now, why did that spring to mind? I suddenly got the vision of a whole pack of young teenagers running around the football field, and the coaches and the I'm going to say draft. It's not what we call it in Australia. The talents seekers watching on is what I got there. So I'm wondering whether, yeah, and here we have the offer being made, brought forward of an opportunity. I'm really feeling that all young people were encouraged to undertake, and then there were those that went on to actually become tool makers, weapon makers, flint knappers. Because here we have the offer being made of an opportunity following on from the really, I can see a grandstand and lots of teenagers playing a game, and there's there's sitting in the grandstand with their clipboard making notes is what I can really see. And then moving on. So we've got 3 tens here, ends of cycles moving forward, and there are those that are selected, move forward, and the rest go on to something else, is what I'm really, really getting there. Wasn't easy for these youngsters, but it did open doors for them, is what I'm getting there. Open doors. They were actually, what I'm getting is those that went forward in the trade were highly valuable. The skilled were highly valuable and revered. Okay, interesting word, revered. So there was a lot of competition, and it was really, I'm getting actually, it was quite an anxious moment for these youngsters to be. And then we have again another new start, brought from the heart, brought from an emotional new start. Yeah, I'm just really, it was something that was highly prized. But I'll just have another look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What else do you need to tell us about these limestone spheres, guys? I'm getting it was a really emotional process that these kids went through. There was a lot of anxiety about it. There was a lot of prestige and reverence if you were selected. And even not everyone that was selected then went on. But okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. I'm seeing an old, is it a man? Surrounded by these. Now, when I say old man, I am talking about maybe late 20s in years, but old, late 20s, 30s, and around them, I'm going to say 4 and 5 year olds. 4 and 5 and no, I'm not even getting 6 year olds. I'm getting 4 and 5 year olds sitting around learning how to, and the teacher's looking for natural talent and dexterity. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I'm seeing that being left-handed was it an advantage or highly prized? Being left-handed. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, you want me to stop there? Okay. Right, come on down, let's have a look. What else do you need to tell us? The star. Literally basking in the light of the dream coming forward, but also holding on to the star of light, the guiding light. This is a really powerful card for this energy. I'm feeling wordless in regards to the image. This is the signifier. What else did you need to tell us about these orbs? This was incredibly important for those that were in with it just my heart feels like it's about to burst with excitement and pride and all that is fantastic. Okay. And then we have the giving and receiving, the passing on of the opportunities from generation to generation. We've got the infinity symbol here as it passes from hand to hand to hand, the opportunities, the knowledge, the stability, the security, the importance of those that had the ability. Yeah, this is really huge. And again, we have this Ten of Cups energy, an emotional fulfillment and pride and families. all come into community in the past. What do you need to tell me about these I feel like I'm in the energy of the creation of these limestone spheres. Here we have the inspirational leader bringing forth information, passion, spiritual connection. There was a spiritual element to this as well. This is in the passing on of this knowledge, this wisdom, and here we have again the knowledge and wisdom being passed on from generation to generation, actions and consequences, balancing the knowledge and wisdom, the intellect, the learning, the teaching, and the reflection going forward. Yeah, these are huge cards. This is about passing on from one cycle to another with the Wheel of Fortune. This is about doors opening, doors then closing, moving forward externally. Huge. That was me whispering, saying huge cards. Yeah, manifestation of opportunities, but this is also creating possibilities. This magician has everything in their power to bring opportunities forward. This was a really highly prized position, but it came with huge responsibility, is what I'm getting. Yep, internally, externally, internally, passing the knowledge on. Passing the knowledge on. Yep, working together. It was integral for the tribe. There was a lot of pressure, a lot of pressure on those going for those positions, but they basically, I'm getting really that you've got the sun and the moon here going back and forth. The rote meaning is balance and moderation, but you've got the angelic realm here with the sun, full illumination, the moon bringing to the surface. It's also masculine and feminine. It's just a position they held, the position they held, which was celebrated. But it was also it was celebrated, but there was also those that there was okay. Thank you. I'm being told there was some resentment for those that missed out, who wanted the position. Okay, thank you. This is the funniest feeling because it feels very ego driven in terms of even modern day ego driven, if that makes sense. And I guess, humans have been feeling the same emotions for millennia. So there were those that missed out, that held perhaps a bit of resentment, but this was very much about for the community, absolutely for the community. So yeah, I mean, humans being humans being humans. I mean, even in other animal kingdoms, there is you do see resentment for those that have and those without. Even amongst my two dogs, Spot over there and Bindi over there. Uh, if I'm giving Spot a cuddle, Bindi will get snarky and want to cuddle too. Like, she's not snarky, she just like, hey, what about me? What about me? What about me? And then if I'm giving Bindi a cuddle, and Spot looks at me like, so even in other, whether that's me putting, it's not even me putting human emotions on them. Spot gets the big, his lips drop and his eyes get really googly eyed, and whereas Bindy's like, where's mine? Where's mine? And so, not even within humans there is this missing out on what is perceived to be desirable. So yeah, that's what I was getting there. That it's a very coveted. There is a element of spirituality Thank you. It is about connecting with the spirit within the stone. Thank you. Right. Connecting with the spirit within the stone. And that's one thing that the teacher was looking for, because it was, I say, a natural connection with the stone, a natural intuition with the stone. That's what I'm talking about. Guys, no, they're saying no. They're saying no, they don't need to say anymore. I was going to pull some intuitive cards. They're just saying no, you've covered it. So thank you for joining me. That was really interesting. It was all very much about reverence, prestige, spiritual connection, talent. There was a whole swag in there. So thank you for joining me. Love to you all. Take care. Keep them coming.